Okay, so this is part of my Tell Your Story series from Nurse Kelly. This is my favorite smear campaign story with the sociopathic narcissist that worked as an IT coder and stole my iCloud password and had access to everything, all my social media, my emails, my website, my whole life, basically. He would answer people as if it was me. He had to be friends with every single one of my friends. He especially liked to befriend all my enemies too and badmouth me. So yeah, that was his favorite. It was kind of creepy. But the biggest smear campaign was when, his son was already in behavioral classes. His youngest son, I was so good to his son. Even my own sons were kind of jealous. They're like, Mom, you're nicer to him than, us. I would buy his son clothes and I spent hours cleaning his room and just, hugged him. And he's like, oh, he's not affectionate, But of course he never recorded any of that. All the things, I bought his clothes the entire, couple of years I lived with this sociopath. Like I said, I always linked up with these abusive narcs during the most vulnerable times because narcs love vulnerable victims. And these were always during the lowest times of my life. They sweep in, they love bomb you, and they want to be the savior and help you, when really they just leave you worse off than when they met you. It's kind of sad. But so his son, I had enough, months and months of his son just being, physically just disrespectful, super abusive towards me. His son had said, F you, I don't have to listen to you. I don't want to cuss online and then he, physically assaulted me and shoved me. So, and I had enough. And they call it, my counselor and therapist refer to it reactive abuse. Eventually your victim reaches a point where they just react out of character and they react like the narc themselves. So instead, this kind of validates his narcissism, because what kind of boyfriend, instead of correcting his son like his dad did when his son was disrespectful towards me during our trip there, he corrected him and said, hey, you need to learn some empathy and be more respectful towards elder. His dad did the right thing, but my boyfriend, instead of correcting his son and say, hey, don't cuss my girlfriend out, don't shove her, don't physically hurt her. What this guy did, what kind of boyfriend? He holds a phone and he records it. He stands up behind me yelling. And then as soon as my sons get home, he shows the video to everybody. And then he sends the video to everyone I know, just bad mouthing me. But never did he make any videos of me hugging his son, cleaning his son's room, all the hours I spent cleaning his filthy hoarding house, because I'm super kind of neat freak, OCD. Oh, it was horrible. Most women get wined and dined when they date a guy. I spent my months dating him, cleaning his damn dirty house and organizing and nesting. I don't know. His place I felt bad for the kids. It was just such an unhealthy environment. I knew there was kind of some psychological issues going on there, but that nurse in me, that need to help people. I always want to leave people in places better than I found them. And it was that nurturing, part of me. It just felt right, and that was the smear campaign, folks. He videotaped me and sends the video to everybody. Oh, look how crazy Kelly is. She's yelling at my son. But he failed to record the beginning of the video with me, getting shoved and cussed out. Yeah, that's narcissism. Let's hear your smear stories. Come on.